So today we're going to start talking about graphing inequalities. So yesterday we talked about how to write them. We talked about plugging in numbers into those to see if they were a solution. And today we're going to talk about graphing. Okay, graphing is very easy, but there are some important steps for you to follow. Okay, so we talked a little bit about this yesterday, but if I just gave you this problem, x is greater than 15, how many numbers could we plug in that would make a true statement? Somebody give me a number that we could plug in that would make a true statement. 99. I'm sorry? 16. Did you have one? 20.
3 million.
3 million. 100. Could we keep going forever and ever and ever?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the whole purpose of graphing the answer, so that we can show that whatever answer is going to be greater than the number 15, right? Greater than the number 15. So this is an example of a graph. It contains several pieces, okay? There is the number line part of it. Then you can see there is a circle right here on a particular number. What number is that circle on?
2.
It's on the number
2.
2. Okay? It's on the number 2. And notice that it is shaded to a side. Does anybody know what they think this might mean? All the numbers that are what? Greater than what number? 2. All the numbers that are greater than the number 2. And notice on the end, there's an arrow saying it's going forever in that direction, because all the numbers that are way past this number line are still part of it, right? All right, so here's the how-to for graphing. This is inside your note packet. Okay, there's not much tricky about this except for you do have to pay attention. So find this little piece. Graphing how-to. So I put an example of a number line on there. Actually, did I take it off of yours? I think I took it off of yours because there's some more. So graphing how-to, frame in red. We already framed it. So first of all, you find the number that you want to graph, whatever's in the inequality. And here's the key. Look, highlight these two statements right here. This is important. Do you remember how we talked about there's that symbol that has the equal sign at the bottom and the symbol that doesn't? Well, so that decides whether our circle that's going to be on the number is going to be what we call an open circle or a closed circle. So you're going to draw an open circle. Draw an open circle if the inequality is, what is this one? Less than. Or if it is greater than. So if it has no equal sign, you're going to draw an open circle like that on the number. Okay? Then it says you're going to draw a closed circle if the inequality is this one. What is that one? Greater than or equal to. Or if the symbol is less than or equal to. You're going to draw a closed circle. In other words, all that closed or open circle does is tell, does it include the number that we're starting with or does it not? Does it start with the next number after that? Okay, so we're going to make sure that the x is on the left. Now I said it doesn't matter when we solve equations whether the x is on the right or the left, but to graph them correctly, the way I'm showing you, you're going to need to make sure that the x is always on the left, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. And then you're going to shade in the direction that the symbol is pointing. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that in just a second. And this is just something at the bottom to maybe help you remember. Open circle, not equal. O for not. Closed circle is equal. Closed circle for that dot in the I. Okay, so if I gave you this inequality, x is greater than 2. First of all, we need to identify what number to put our circle on. What number are we going to put it on?
2.
The number 2. So it's going to go right here. Oops, sorry, that's wrong. Let's try that again. Come on, there we go. Put a circle on the number 2. Okay, Is it going to be an open circle or a closed circle? It's open because there is no equal sign. You notice that? It's just the greater than symbol. X is greater than the number 2. Now, here's the shading part. If you will pay attention, this is the key to it. Do you notice how the greater than symbol points to the right? You see that? You're going to shade to the right. Shade in the direction it's pointing. So you're going to shade everything to the right. All the way to the end. Okay? So this graph says that it begins with the number 2 and it's everything greater than 2. So we just graphed x is greater than 2. Okay, if by chance this had said this, x is greater than or equal to 2, what would be the difference? The circle would be closed in. And when you do these, please make sure that you make your circles and such nice and big so that I can read them. And your shading nice and dark. Okay? All right. Okay, did I give you this example? I think I did. Yes. All right, so this is your first example. So it says x is less than or equal to -4. Now, let's talk about the number line for just a second before we start. So I think up until middle school, you've really only worked with the right side of the number line. We're going to begin working on the left side also. And the left side is just like a mirror image of the right side. Do you see how it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So on the opposite side, it goes 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. You see that? It just goes in the opposite direction. A few people will try to make that backwards, but it just goes in the opposite direction. So, if we're going to find -4, it's right next to the what? The -5, right? Not the 5, but the -5. So let's put a circle on -4 because that's where we begin. Okay, patience for just a second. You are right, though. Okay, so we're going to put a circle on -4. Okay? It is closer to 0 than -5. Make sure you got that because a few people will try to put it right here. But it goes right here. Okay, now, you just told me it's a what kind of circle? Closed circle. And are we going to shade to the right or to the left? To the left. Our arrow here is pointing to the left, so we are going to shade to the left. Draw an arrow at the end. Okay, go ahead and try this one. X is greater than 6. Go ahead and draw it, and we'll talk about it in just a second. What number are we putting a circle on?
6.
Is it open or closed?
Open.
Open, because there's no equal sign. And which way are we shading? Right or left?
Right.
To the right. The arrow points to the right. We are shading to the right. Okay? Now, this note is in there for you. X must be on the left side for this to work. So, in other words, all those we just did, the X was always on the left. If the X is on the right and we follow those same directions, we will get the wrong answer. So make sure that your X is on the left side. If it's not on the left, you're going to just switch it. This is important, though. You can't just switch the X and the 6. You also have to change that symbol. Do you see it? This is super important. You have to flip-flop that symbol that's in the middle. So instead of being 6 is greater than X, we have X is less than 6. Okay, so let's do an example like that. We have this one, 5 is less than X. Before we graph it, we're going to flip-flop it. And remember, we're going to flip-flop the whole thing. So we're going to put X on the left. We're going to change this to be greater than, and we're going to put 5 on the right. You with me? Okay, if you forget to flip-flop this, you will get the wrong answer. Okay, now we can follow the steps. Put a circle on 5. Open or closed? Open. Shading to the right or to the left? To the right. Put your arrow at the end. Okay, now, on the other hand, what we just talked about was writing inequalities or writing graphs from inequalities. Now, in this case, look, we're just reading. It's just the opposite. So everybody look up here. This one is not in your notes. We're going to follow this. We're just really going to work backwards. So let's start with putting our x, because that's the first part of it. We're going to write the x. Then we need to identify what number goes on the other side. What's the number? Is it 5 or negative 5? It's negative 5, right? Okay. Which direction is it shaded? To the right or to the left? It's shaded to the right, so our arrow points to the right. And do we need the equal sign underneath it or no?
No.
No, because this is not closed, we don't put the equal sign. If this was a closed circle, we would put an equal sign. You with me? So let me run through those steps one more time because that was a little different. So we start by just writing an X because we know that's what we want on this side. Then we figure out what number goes over there, and then we decide which direction it's shading, and we put that here. We decide if it's open or closed. That tells us if there's going to be an equal sign underneath. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right, let's look at this one. Let's talk about it. Who can tell me what to do first? Write an X. First step, write an X. Okay, what number is going to go on the other side?
0.
The number 0, right? Because the dot is on 0. Okay. Is the arrow going, is it going to be a greater than symbol or a less than symbol? Greater than symbol, less than symbol. Very good. Greater than because it points to the right. So it's a greater than symbol. Is there going to be an equal sign underneath it?
Yes.
Yes. It's shaded in, so we're going to put an equal sign underneath it. Okay, all we did was write the equation that goes with that graph, or the inequality that goes with that graph. Okay? All right, look at this one. And I want you to choose which one of these inequalities matches the graph. I want you to think about it for a second, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, so the answer would be C, because we have a closed circle shading to the left, and it's on 1 and not -1. Okay, look at this one. See which one of those you think is the correct answer. Raise your hand when you have an idea. All right, Ramont, tell me which one.
C.
Ramont says C. How many people agree with her that C is the correct answer? Very good. It's not D because it does not a closed circle that has an equal sign, and it's not these two because those are -11, and -11 would be over here and not there. Very good. All right, I may have one more of these. All right, this is in your foldable. So if you will please real quickly answer these 4. You're just going to write an equation. Or an inequality. Sorry, I keep saying that wrong word. Start with this. X, 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 X. And in just a second, we'll talk about them. What number goes on the right-hand side of all of these? 2, right? All of them were on the number 2. That's intentional. So we could just talk about the difference between the symbols. So, who can name the symbol that was on number 1? The symbol that was on number 1. Anthony? What is it? It's less than. Is it less than or equal to or just less than? Very good. No closed circles, so it's just less than. Which one, B, 2, 3, or 4, is less than or equal to? You can say it. Number 3. Less than or equal to. All right. Which one was greater than then? Which one? Everybody say it. Number 4. Number 4 is the one that was greater than. So number 2 was?
Greater than or equal to.
Very good.